combat. The name says it all. I'm Hakeem Branch.
Rob Jarrell.
And today we're going to preview the Juan Manuel Marquez-Alvarado fight that's happening this Saturday, May the 17th, right?
Mm-hmm.
May 17th. Get my dates all mixed up. It's all good. But we're going to go right into it. We got a fight between two guys that are coming off a loss.
Both coming off losses.
Trying to get back into the title picture because whoever wins this fight becomes the mandatory for Manny Pacquiao's WBO title. Go ahead, Rob.
All right, so this fight, let's see. Mike Alvarado lost his last fight in a pretty action-packed fight. I'm not going to say totally one-sided, but one where he was just outgunned against Ruslan Provodnikov. And we know Marquez lost his last fight to Timothy Bradley, of course, when he lost to Manny Pacquiao. Now, this is kind of, it should be kind of that segue into retirement for Marquez. Somehow, some way to get a few more paydays before he calls it a career. And for Alvarado, this is to get himself back into that top 10, 140-pound echelon, if he's not already still there. So we're looking at a guy who is a counterpuncher and boxer versus Alvarado, who's more to me so like a brawler. It's not going to be much defense on the part of Alvarado, but Marquez is not going to lead in this fight. He's mainly a counterpuncher and is looking to outbox Alvarado. He's a smaller man in this case, even though he last fought at 147 and Alvarado fought last at 140, which is odd, but not too far-fetched. So we're going to be looking at how much does Marquez have left in the tank versus Alvarado, and has Alvarado improved from his last fights against Rios and Provodnikov?
Yeah, and one of the other interesting things about this fight is that, like Rob said, they recently fought at two different weight classes. Mm-hmm. They had a catch weight of 143. Technically, that is a welterweight.
That's right.
It's just a little bit lower, which is kind of odd because one, they're going to be the mandatory for Manny Pacquiao's belt, which is at 147, and Mike Alvarado has never fought at 147.
Right.
So it's like, okay, I guess Bob Arum pulled some strings and made it happen for Alvarado. And for Marquez, this is kind of his step into his dream of winning a belt in a fifth weight class, which would be welterweight. If he wins this, as much as he said he didn't want to do Pacquiao 5, it looks like he's going to have to do it. He's going to have to go through Mike Alvarado to do that, and then in order to get his fifth title in the fifth weight class, he's going to have to go through Pacquiao for the fifth time.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this fight is not going to be easy for Marquez, not in my eyes. Mm-hmm. Mike Alvarado is a pretty rugged guy. He's also pretty durable. Yes, he was stopped by Rios and Provodnikov, but they had to get through a lot and do a lot to him to make it happen. He can take a punch. It takes a lot of punches to take him out. Mm-hmm. And Marquez isn't that one punch, like, killer type of puncher. He's like a walk you into something you never saw coming type of puncher.
That's right.
So it's up to him to walk Alvarado into something he doesn't see. Now, a lot of people kind of say that Marquez just kind of found this new power, but in 55 wins, he has 40 knockouts. So the guy can knock people out. It's just that, can he keep doing it at this level, at this age, with a young guy like Alvarado? And honestly, I don't think so. I think he might counter him enough to make it look like he'll win. Mm-hmm. But with Alvarado being more of a busy fighter, we may have a close fight on our hands, at least in the eyes of the judges. You got anything else?
I just don't think Marquez has the motor anymore to really sustain any kind of activity, especially if Alvarado is going to be in and out with his punches. As we've seen in the Rios In the Provodnikov fight, he's utilized a lot of movement, but he has a tendency to get caught up in standing and trading, which could work to Marquez's advantage because he's such an accurate counterpuncher. Where Alvarado I think he would punch more with you instead of making you miss. I just don't think if he can be caught by Rios and Provodnikov, who aren't the fastest guys in the world, he can be caught if he decides to stand and trade with Marquez. Now, if he comes out and fights like he did in the Malignaggi fight, if I'm not mistaken, he did fight Malignaggi. No, I'm sorry. He fought someone else.
Who do you think it was? Prescott?
I'll find out in a second.
We'll have to look it up and put it at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah. He had a fight where he utilized some good movement to outbox his opponent.
He did that in the Rios rematch.
Yeah, and definitely in the Rios rematch. And that's a testament itself because he took a lot of punishment in both those fights and was able to adjust and pull out the win in the second fight. And I think he learned a lot from that first fight to know he had to keep moving, but he did take some punishment. I just don't think Marquez is going to be able to dole out the kind of punishment needed to make Alvarado respect him.
Yeah, I can see that. I think I was saying something similar. It is an interesting fight. I think we should all watch it and enjoy it, even if we're not like if you're not like the most hardcore fan of either one of these guys. They should display enough skill and will to entertain you come Saturday night. So look out for that fight. Enjoy it. We'll catch you guys. We'll make a post-fight seeing how close we were to how the fight goes. And that's going to be it for this episode. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you share it with your friends, especially if they are Marquez or Alvarado fans. Share it with them. Hit us up on Facebook, Capital Combat. Google Plus, same thing, Capital Combat. You can hit us up in our email, capitalcombat@gmail.com. And we look forward to hearing from you. And we'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.
This is round one, and you've already lost. They don't seem to see that everything we've done is coming and cost. My fists are on fire. I perform till I perspire. My demons are in a rage. Keep thinking that it's a game. I kick crime, hurricane. I told them I don't play. I'm liquid.
Black Street Fighter.